out in my garden, was working on it, and look what I found out there. Yeah, it's starting to come up, my asparagus. Boy, that's some good stuff right there. Mmm. Here's the skinny ones. I got two different kinds. One of them comes out real fat in diameter, but these come out skinny. Both of them are still delicious. So I planted some out there a few years ago, and every year now they just start coming up. There's something else coming up out there too. I think it's sunflowers, because I had sunflowers planted out there, and seeds just went everywhere. So I'm thinking about, like, I got a whole bag full of seeds from last year. I'm thinking about just throwing the seeds everywhere and just grow tons of sunflowers. Um, but hey, you know, it's time to start growing a garden, okay? You know food's getting expensive and it ain't going to be going down. They always figure out a way to raise it. You know, oh, we got a catastrophe. Oh, something happened. So we have to raise the price of food. But then they never find an excuse to lower that price back down. We give them an excuse. Go out there and plant a garden. I like to call it a victory garden, because that's what they used to call it back in like World War II. All the United States and Great Britain and Australia, they all started encouraging all their people to plant victory gardens. So everybody planted victory gardens that grew more food, or at least equal to what all the commercial farms grew, because they needed the food. So, I mean, we're in the same straits. I got a backyard out there. I'm going to plant something in it like I do every year. So I get me a bunch of tomatoes and broccoli, corn, whatever. So you should do that too. And if you don't have a backyard, get some pots. I mean, even if you just grew one lousy tomato plant, that's more than what you got now. And then the price of tomatoes are high anyway. So if you just grew one plant, right, one tomato plant, hi there, how's it going? If you just grew one tomato plant, though, hey, you eat those tomatoes, they'll be so delicious. And whenever you walk through the store, you'll see the price of tomatoes, and hey there, and you'll think, well, I sure am glad I grew those tomato plants. And that's the same goes with this here, like asparagus. You can get some asparagus and start growing it, and once you get it in there, that stuff will come up year after year after year for about like 20 years. But I love tomatoes too. I like growing all kinds of heirloom tomatoes, different kinds of tomatoes. Um, and you know what? There's something that not many people know about, but I sure do wish that the word was spread around a lot more. You can buy seeds with food stamps. Do I like rock and roll groups? Hell yeah. You gotta go listen to some of my music. I posted one on this channel yesterday. You looked it up. Here. Boy, that's some crispy stuff. Dang, where'd it go? There it is. Here, I'll show you one I posted on this channel yesterday. And I'll give you kind of an idea of music I do. As I write music. Let's see where I put it. Can't blame it. Shorts. I might have put it in shorts. Oh yeah, here it is. Here, let me turn my camera around. All right, and then we'll play this song a little bit. Hey, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there it is. Here, I'll turn it up. Oh yeah. You're a race car driver, right on.
Audience is blinded, all they heard. Nobody cares if it's all absurd, so long as it hurts that other turd. Call out the lies, but who's keeping score?
Yeah, I love rock and roll. I like all kinds of music.
Even if death is what's left in store, we march and fight in a frightful war. The sky is falling, can't you see?
Yeah.
Leaders lie in the corruption street. Recycling all the memory fades. Buried deep in a partisan grave. Long ago a man far wiser than me.
There you go.
Opened his eyes wide enough to see. If your eye causes you to
That's kind of music I write. I write the lyrics, and then I use artificial intelligence to make the music. And I am real picky. I don't like some AI slop. You like liquid metal, right on. I like rap, hip hop, rock and roll. You know, whatever it is that moves my soul. That's what I like. Hell, I even like some country western music, but not that much. I mainly am a old rock and roller because I went to like Deep Purple concerts and Black Sabbath and shit back in the day. 'Cause I'm old school. But getting back to that victory garden, because that is so doggone important. Get out there, plant that victory garden, get the neighbors together. You know, if you got a plot line, get the neighbors together. Everybody will have fun doing it. In the end, you have all that food. You have so much food you won't know what to do with it. Like pumpkins and watermelons, whatever you want. Just grow it. And every year, the soil where you're growing it, it'll get better and better because you'll be making that soil better every time you put like some new topsoil on it and stuff like that. And your harvest will get better and better every year. Let's see, I want to jelly roll oh, cool, jelly roll, right on. I haven't been to a concert in a really long time because I just can't afford it no more. I depend on Social Security, and dang, some of those concerts are like $250, $300 and everything. I'm hard pressed to pay that much to go to a concert. I went in 2024, right on. But the very first concert I went to was REO Speedwagon in Jacksonville, Florida, back in like 1974, and it cost $5 to get in. And I went to see Black Sabbath in Lakeland, Florida, and it cost $12 to get in. Like $12 is like $80 now, right? Back then, $12 was equal to $80 now, so it was like paying $80 to get in. But still, concerts be costing like $160 and more. I would rather go to a local place around here with local bands and stuff like that and see them instead of paying all high dollar to see a band that people like me and you help get them where they are. We can't even go see them no more. I'll just have to sit here and eat my asparagus and write my own music, right? And you can do that too. Like I use Suno to write music. I'm not trying to promote Suno or make money on it or nothing like that. But I use Suno artificial intelligence to make my music. I sit down there and I write my lyrics and everything, what I am feeling at the time or something. And then I plug it into Suno and I go over and over again, like until I get it just right. I like tweak the words and shit, you know? Dig what I'm saying? You can do it too. I've even got some music that has been published. I published it myself because there's some place called Ditto, and you can get on there and put your music in there, and it gets published to a whole bunch of different places like Spotify, YouTube Music, Facebook Music, just all over the place. I dreamed of being a music artist. That's what realities are made of, right? Dreams, hey? Like this place I'm sitting in, this house, everything in it that was made from somebody's dreams, right? I'm sitting in the middle of somebody's dreams. And some of my own dreams. This music, that's part of my dreams. And now you're taking part of my dreams. Let's see. Solo travel would I would oh, what? No, that's add a QA sticker. Oh, the AI's trying to get me to ask y'all a question, but I'll do my own thing. I dreamed of being, oh yeah, it's already on there. All right, so that's what I got for you. Please get out there, and I mean, this is so important, especially if everybody's going to go on like a national strike so they can get a friggin' proper wage and junk, right? You have to get prepared and plant that victory garden. That is one of the biggest ways you can prepare, because all throughout history, the way all the elite has kept the poor people down is through food. That's the first thing they'll attack is your food. So you got to grow your own. And don't depend on the grocery stores all the time. I remember what happened whenever that COVID pandemic was going on. Food was getting a little bit scarce and a little high price, and people were going to food bank lines, getting up there, and everything was gone. You know, they got there a little too late. Bye, I have to go, sorry. Okay, thanks for stopping by. But I have to go too. But remember what I said now. If you don't plant a victory garden starting now, when the fall gets here, you might be sorry. So you guys take care of yourself. Love you all. Have a happy Saturday and a happy Sunday.